This is Grigory Piekarski with Vesta Preferred. Today what I want to talk about is a beautiful neighborhood in the Chicago area called Bucktown. Bucktown is this neighborhood that's located on the northwest side of the city, just outside of the downtown area. And it's got something for everybody. It's one of the trendiest, most vibrant neighborhoods of Chicago. There is a mixture of old and new. It's a very historic area, so there's a lot of historic architecture, but it's also got a lot of modern design and a lot of newer real estate as well. A ton of community events, really good restaurants. I mean, really, Bucktown has something for everybody. So that is why it's such a popular neighborhood and destination for visitors and also people that are just looking to buy real estate in general. So like I mentioned, it's on the northwest side of Chicago. It's bordered by Logan Square on the north, Wicker Park to the south, Humboldt Park to the west, and the Chicago River to the east. This neighborhood actually dates back all the way to the 1800s. So it's one of the first neighborhoods that was started in the Chicago area, dominated by industrial buildings and factories. But ever since then, Bucktown has undergone a significant redevelopment. It's been transformed into this very trendy and sought after neighborhood. Now, some really interesting facts about where it got its name. So the name actually comes from the goats that farmers would keep in their yards to provide milk for their families. The reason why it was called Bucktown is because the goats were kept in a pen or buckyard, which eventually became known as Bucktown, and the name is stuck. Bucktown's location is one of the biggest draws. It's conveniently located near downtown Chicago, making it easy access to the city. It's got the train really close. It's got the expressways right next to it. So in regards to the actual accessibility in and around the neighborhood, that's one of the biggest draws, is that you can take the Metro train, you can take the L train, you can get onto basically any expressway that you need, all within a hop or skip. It's also a short distance from O'Hare, so the Blue Line actually runs right through Bucktown, which makes it a big destination for travelers and also people that are looking to do those week on, week off travels as well, because it just offers fantastic real estate, but also easy access to O'Hare, which is one of the countries in the world's most populous and craziest airports. So that is one of the biggest pluses as well. So as we were talking about, Bucktown has created a diverse, very vibrant community. It's a place where families, young professionals, artists, they all come together. There's a ton of galleries, parks, all of the good stuff. You just have to know where to look. And the tree-lined streets is one of the most beautiful things about Bucktown. So when you're starting to get out of the city and you're getting out of that urban jungle, that concrete jungle, you get to these neighborhoods, and Bucktown is one of them, where you can walk down these beautiful tree-lined streets. The houses are all decorated, the gardens are in front of the houses. There's actually a community Bucktown garden walk that happens every single year because we want to highlight these beautiful gardens. Bucktown has this really nice suburbia / Chicago mixture, which is difficult to find in the city, but Bucktown actually gives you that offering. It also embraces the arts and cultures quite a bit. There's a ton of art galleries, theaters, cultural institutions in the area, which actually makes it a hub for artistic expression and exploration. There is this really cool artistic loft on North and Damon and Milwaukee, right where the Six Corners meet. There's this artist's kind of go and stay and play situation where they have every month a kind of open house where you can come in and take a look at some local artists' work. It's super cool, and it's just really nice to see a neighborhood that is just so encompassing and so embracing of every single walk of life and the type of community that we have here in Chicago. So it's not all about arts and culture. Bucktown is also known for its unique boutiques, shopping. It's got a lot of high-end shopping as well on Damon, North Face. There's a lot of different types of mountaineering and exploration types of stores, which is cool. There's a lot of salons. There's a type of unique custom tailors. When it comes to shopping, you wouldn't think Bucktown is a destination, but that's actually one of the best parts about Bucktown, is that it gives you a really awesome walk-in culture of shopping, not like these massive malls, but you can actually get a lot of good shopping done in and around the Bucktown area. And then when it comes to dining, Bucktown has a very wide range of options that will satisfy really any type of craving. There's cafes, bars, unique style, types of cuisine. There's very high-end sit-down. There's Quick. There's also a Small Cheval, which is a big trending burger place that came from Cheval. There's one right in Bucktown, which is just always hammering out some delicious treats, some great burgers. So highly recommend that. There's a lot of trendy brunch spots. There's cozy pubs. There's ethnic cuisine. I mean, when it comes to satisfying a craving for any type of food, Bucktown really does have it all. One of the most notable things that has happened in Bucktown in the recent year is there is the first Black-owned pot dispensary that has come out of the city. It's called Green Ivy. It's absolutely a beautiful place, and it's really cool to see that Bucktown is embracing, again, like any and every walk of life, and giving a really cool emerging trend that is coming out and basically creating the first minority-owned dispensary in the city, Green Ivy. So if you're into that, you should go check it out. It's a really, really cool place. So Bucktown also is very big on outdoor activities, community involvement. There's numerous parks and green spaces. You can go to, there's something called the 606 Trail, which isn't just specific to Bucktown, but it is the old raised train line, because if you remember, what I was saying is Bucktown was this old industrial hub. There's a lot of these warehouses that used to create something, but now they're condos redeveloped into living spaces and whatnot. So there's these gorgeous, huge warehouses, and this train line used to go through there because that's how companies would be delivering their products. And because of that, the train line wasn't needed to be used. So about 20 years ago, there was a big movement to turn this 606 into a beautiful, no motorized park. And it's this 3.5 mile long stretch that runs right through Bucktown, and it's gorgeous. It's perfectly manicured. There's gorgeous trees, there's beautiful flowers, there's a ton of people that come out there. It's a really, really cool way to see Chicago and the vibrancy that this community has. So that runs right through there, but there's also just kind of unique parks that are specific to the neighborhood. There's Walsh Park, there's Churchill Park, there's Erler Park. There's a ton of parks that offer really nice play sets for kids. There's really nice green spaces just to kind of sit down, have a picnic, read a book. There is actually movie nights in Churchill Park in the summertime, which is just so much fun. Holstein Park, which actually has a swimming pool, playground, a gymnasium. So there really is a lot of outdoor fun activities that you can really get into in the Bucktown area. Bucktown offers a lot of vibrant community events throughout the year. One of these is actually the Bucktown Arts Festival. So it's one of Bucktown's best festivals of the whole year. This year it's going to be from August 26th to the 27th. Numerous street closure, really good food, great music, and a lot of local artists come and showcase their artistry because Chicago has a ton of awesome artists. So it's one of the best overall events that I would say every single year. It draws in a ton of people. It's a great look for Bucktown. Another one to not miss is called the Wicker Park Farmers Market. Now, Wicker Park's a different neighborhood, but it's just directly south of Bucktown. It's a quick walk from anywhere you really are in Bucktown. And there's a lot of beautiful, delicious, local sourced farmer food, produce, artisanal products, local cuisines. We always stop by there, me and my family. It's a great place to grab a bite, to catch up with neighbors. It's a really good community feel type of event. So it's a great place to support our local farmers, as well as getting your groceries done for the week. So that's really nice that Bucktown has such a offering for the neighborhood. Now, Bucktown's real estate market, right? It's highly sought after due to everything we're talking about, the mix and what the proximity to the city, but also kind of gives you this neighborhoody feel. So you can get everything from condominiums to historic single family homes to brand new modern homes. There's people that are buying numerous lots and just building up mansions in the city. Bucktown's real estate can definitely afford that type of buy-up, so you're starting to see a lot of those types of developments happening, and it's actually experienced recent development in the last few years because just more and more people are flowing in there and giving the boost to the real estate market. Now, the Bucktown's real estate prices are high comparatively to what the rest of the city is showing, but because of everything I just went over, again, everything in real estate is location-based, and Bucktown is just, you can't really get a better location in the city. And then being in Chicago, that's what you're gonna get. You're just gonna get overall high average price points. I will say though, Bucktown values do go up. So one of the best things about buying into Bucktown is that you can, with moderate confidence, assume that you're going to have a good appreciation of the real estate that you buy because it's always going to stay in demand. One of the biggest drivers is Pulaski International school, which is a middle school up to 8th grade that is one of the best in the city. So that is a big feeder, and a big reason why people like to move to Bucktown is because you have this really good public school that your kids will go to. Now let's talk about average price points. So when you're talking about average price of a single family home, it's about 1.5 million. Now taking a look at today's market, there are single family homes that are being offered around 600,000, and then there's of course 3 million plus. So, but the average is about 1 million. The average price of a condominium is about 725,000. Now on the low end, that's about, you can get in for 300,000. On the high end, you're going to be going over $1 million. So don't kind of count this neighborhood out. If you are sub 500,000 with a buy, you can definitely still get a really nice walk-up condo in the Bucktown area. If you're looking to invest by buying a multi-unit, the average price is $950,000. Minimum is $600,000 and maximum is $1.5 million. Bucktown is a dynamic and fascinating neighborhood that has something to offer for everyone. With its historic architecture, cultural institutions, and modern amenities, visitors and locals alike can explore and discover a wealth of experiences. Whether you're looking to explore contemporary art galleries, indulge in some of the best restaurants in the city, or simply just take a leisurely stroll through one of the many parks, Bucktown has it all. The neighborhood's unique charm and vibrant energy make it a must-visit destination in Chicago. So why not plan a trip to Bucktown and experience all it has to offer? You won't be disappointed.